I planted 1,000 daffodil bulbs because I thought I'd have enough to make and maybe even sell stem flowers. But I learned pretty quickly that that's not how it works. In my head, more bulbs meant more flowers all at once. But what actually happened is they bloomed at different times in different areas of the yard. And I never really had that big harvest I imagined. It's beautiful, but it's not set up for cutting a ton of stems at once. So let me share with you a few lessons. Lesson number 1, design versus harvest. I planted for beauty, not for production, and that changes everything if your goal is cut flowers. Especially when you're mixing varieties. There's just so many amazing varieties of daffodils. And some bloom early, some bloom later, so you never actually have 1,000 blooms at one time. Which sums up lesson number 2, 1,000 bulbs isn't as much as you might think. Lesson number 3, you might have guessed it if you've been watching my videos, is real life timing. Because honestly, my bulbs came at the worst possible time. When I ordered my bulbs, I was not pregnant. When my bulbs came, I was 7 months pregnant and painting the master bedroom and getting our home ready for our 3rd baby. So yes, you guessed it. We did not get them planted when they should have gone in, which was the fall. So they didn't have that full winter to establish their roots. And actually this year is the first year that they actually got to show off a bit. And it's been really fun to watch and learn and cut flowers. Lesson number 4 was my bulbs in a box experiment, because when we were expecting our 3rd kid, I had to plant the bulbs in the spring, and I wanted to try something different because I, of course, had to buy a few more daffodil bulbs, and I didn't get them in the ground as fast this fall. So I had 12 that were sitting around the garage, and finally I was like, you know what? There's snow on the ground, but I'm going to plant them in a box. They are just popping up now, so they're delayed. But for a brief time there, I thought they might be done. Just last week, though, I saw them creeping up through the soil of my box, and I'm really excited. Another video to come on the bulbs in a box experiment. Now, after buying over 1,000 bulbs, the biggest thing I've realized is I don't even think I want to sell them anymore. I'd rather enjoy them or give them away. I've learned that one of my favorite things to do is to make small bouquets, mixing the ones that are open with the ones that are still closed, so they last longer and keep changing over time. And when I say daffodils, I don't just mean the yellow ones. Some of these look like roses, some have green centers, and they pair so beautifully with things like hellebores, boxwood, even random branches for height. And the more things start blooming, like lilacs, you can keep adding to those bouquets. It just gets better as the season goes on. Quick bouquet tip for your daffodils. I was doing this wrong for years. Be sure to snip them with scissors at the bottom, not pinch them. I was definitely pinching them. And to cut them closed or mostly closed, because they will actually open over a few days in your vase and last so much longer than if you pick them already open. And bonus, because of that amazing toxic sap that they have that keep the deer far away, it's best to put those stems in their own water for an hour or 2 before bringing them into a variety of other flowers in your vase, so that those toxins might not impact other flowers, like tulips, for example. Overall, when I bought 1,000 daffodil bulbs, I really thought it was going to be about growing flowers to sell, make some money to help feed the garden fund, or maybe help with the grocery bill. But it's turning into something a little different. Just learning to enjoy what's already here and sharing with what I have. Thank you so much for being here and watching my video. It's so fun for me to share my garden with you. As it brings me so much joy, I hope your garden brings you joy as well.